Today we will review Google Jamboard. So first up is to go to the waffle and find the Jamboard, which is here. And then you want to create a new one. So I'm going to give this Jamboard a title. It's going to be called Jamboard 101. So you can have different backgrounds. Right now we have a white background. You can have a background with dots, ruled line paper, squares, graph, blue, and black. For this demonstration, we're going to use white. Okay, then we have our tools on the left-hand side, and we have the pen, which you have 6 different colors, and then you have a marker, you have a highlighter, and you have a paintbrush. So with the pen, you can use your mouse, or if you have a stylus or a magic pen, you can use that to write on the board. So I'm just going to say hello. Okay, in order to get rid of that, you can do clear frame. That gets rid of everything, remember that. You can do undo, you can grab the eraser, and you can erase. That's ways to erase. Then I'm going to grab my selector tool, and if you notice, I'm trying to drag hello, it doesn't move. So keep that in mind when we start adding things to the page, that text that you write does not move with the pen. So now I'm going to grab a sticky note, which a lot of students love, and I'm going to write the name Sarah. And I'm going to write some directions here on a sticky note, and I'm going to put no color. It's just going to be like in the background. It's going to say, please find examples of number lines. I'm going to change find to show. And then I'm going to cancel because I don't want any more sticky notes. On the right hand corner, bottom corner, you can make it bigger. I'm going to put it at the bottom of the screen. And I'm going to move Sarah's name to the right side of the screen. So then we can either draw number lines on the board. You see, that's kind of like, oh, I don't like that. So we're going to take that away. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to add an image. You can do a Google search. You can have some in your Google Drive or on the device itself. We're going to do a Google search. And I'm going to type number lines. And I found the number lines I want. I'm going to select it. And you notice that it pops up on the screen. And just like the sticky notes, I can make this picture bigger. And if needed, I can rotate it. So going to the sticky note, let's just say I wanted to change this sticky note to a different color or change the text, I can hit edit. If I wanted another sticky note, I can duplicate or I can delete the sticky note. So students use sticky notes to write information, to communicate to their teacher on the Jamboard. Now, I'm a math teacher, math coach, and I like to be able to write or type equations. So in order to do that, you will need to get a Equational extension and Chrome extension, and you will need to open up like a Google Doc or form to get the toolbar. I'm going to open that extension right now. If you see, I have the extension here. And once I click that extension, the toolbar does open up at the bottom of the screen. And you can also write the equation here. I'm going to type it. And then I'm going to insert the math, and it's going to pop up on the screen. And then I'm going to click on it. You can make this equation bigger by dragging it as well. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to my Jamboard. I'm going to use the shortcut, Control V, and it's going to pop up on the screen. I can then make that bigger, and students can use a sticky note to communicate or the pen to write the solution to this, and I can change my directions to match what this equation is. Now, ideas to assign the Jamboard. You can have multiple pages. If I click here, I can get a second page, and I can do another problem or the same prompt. And I can then use a numbering system in my classroom, and I can assign each student a number or each group a number to work on in the Jamboard at the same time. If you use Google Classroom, you can go to your Google Classroom and you can create an assignment. And I'm going to just call this Jamboard 101. I'm not going to give it a description. I'm going to add, and the Jamboard is in my Google Drive. I will click on that and I will insert it. And as you know, in Google Classroom, when you share a file, you can view file, which means they only can look at it. You can allow all students to get the same Jamboard where they can edit, or you can make a copy for each student. I typically make a copy for each student, but then when I do students can edit the file, I do the numbering system that I spoke about earlier. If you use Canvas, you will need to click share, and you will need to change the restriction to anyone can use the link. You copy the link, you go to Canvas, and then you click add an assignment. And the assignment name, I'm going to do Jamboard 101. I'm going to click the link URL, and I'm going to paste it there. I'm going to change the name to Jamboard Activity, and I'm going to then hit save. If you do have your Google connected, you will do external tool, you would click find, and you will use Google Drive Cloud Assignments. That's how you can do it that way. I don't have my Google Drive connected. And then I would just click save, and on Canvas, on this particular way I did it, I need to change this. This particular way I did it, it's going to open up in a new tab, not inside of Canvas. And that's my activity. If I click on it just for the sake of showing you, it will open up, and all students will get the same copy. So you will use one of the probably the numbering system that I spoke about, or another method that you come up with. So that is how you use Jamboard. That's also how you add equations to things online by using the Equational Chrome extension. I hope you learned something.
You can follow Math Coachisms on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Let's stay connected.